Hey guys, Matt here at Brewery. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Got a couple things to talk about this week. This is the pale ale that I made. I'm calling it 4 poured. It's supposed to be kind of getting like a 5 Alive beer, but we'll see how it got. How close it got. This is really supposed to be a bunch of different fruits. A lot of citrus notes is supposed to be in this, like your lemon, your lime, orange, grapefruit, things like that. That's what I was going for with this. Very, very fresh at this point. So brewed this at the end of February, so it's really only been maybe a couple weeks since I brewed it. 10 pounds of 2-row, some Swain Munich Light, some honey, some Victory Malt, torrefied wheat, Crystal 40, all very low amounts, 4 ounces each, most of them. Munich a little bit more. Hops that are in this: Comet for bittering, and Ella for late edition, I believe. Citra late edition as well, both also in dry hop. Ella and Citra in dry hop. So we'll see how this turned out. I know Citra gives you, of course, that grapefruit. There's some lime zest in here too to kind of help with the lemon lime aspect of it. And the Ella is supposed to give you it's very similar to Galaxy. It's supposed to give you sort of like some passion fruit, some tropical notes and things. Now this was brewed with this was fermented out with the Kvike Juggernaut, so it was at a higher temperature. So it should be interesting to see what that kind of contributes here. Yeah, it's got a real nice citrus nose to it. A little bit of tropical notes on that as well. Yeah, it definitely has like a getting a lot of the lemon lime. There's some orange peel in here too that I put in there in the end of the boil. Getting a little bit of that orange there in the nose too. So pretty well achieved there as far as the aroma. Let's see what the taste is like. Cheers. Yeah, that's real nice. Pretty juicy, actually, which is what I was going for. A lot of these hops were put in at the end, both in the whirlpool or a dry hop. I put a little bit of that Comet there for the bittering to kind of help balance things out, but most of the hops were put in at the end. And when I say most, I'm talking. So we had 2 ounces of Ella, ounce of Citra, both in the whirlpool, and then we did an ounce of each Ella and Citra in the dry hop. So we're talking, what is that? 3, 4, 5 ounces, all the way at the end. So all that's coming through in the aroma and the flavor. And it's beautiful. It's very nice. So I think that turned out pretty good. I'm still kind of tweaking with that recipe because I like the idea of it. I wouldn't mind getting a little bit more, closer to that juice, but it's okay. It's really good the way it was. And I wanted to see what the Kvike was going to do to this too. And I'm sure that had played a factor with the temperature of fermentation and how the hops kind of came through with that. So that's pretty cool. And hopefully over a little bit of time it'll clear out too. This is pretty fresh. So it's still a bit hazy, but I did run it through a bouncer filter. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and cut to that video now. You guys can see I went ahead and transferred it. We'll show you what that looks like. All right, so here we go. We're transferring the pale ale. This is 4 poured. It's just sitting there on top of the IPL that Gary and I brewed. So more to come on that. But I love seeing these 2 fermenters stacked. The SS Brew Buckets stack. That's really cool. And actually, dimensions wise, it's really nice because it fits real good in this stand-up freezer that I have. So that works out really good. But yeah, I'm just doing a close transfer. My elbow is being used. I don't know if you can see it down there in the back there. It's being used for my quote-unquote pressure fermenting that the IPL is under right now. It's holding about 3 psi, I think, in there. Not much, but that's all that the brew buckets can handle. So I'm just going to go with it. So I just sort of jury-rigged this in. I got a hose going in the top there. It doesn't really seem like it's leaking any, so the gas is going in, no problem for a close transfer. We're using the bouncer as normal, which is always good when you have some hops or anything in there to filter out. And with this being a pale ale that was dry hopped, it looks like it's doing pretty good. Some stuff in there. And just, yeah, I mean, these are all the same size hoses, which is cool. Same fittings that go across and straight into the fitting here for the keg. So works out really well. And yeah, we'll hopefully be able to force carve this thing overnight and have it for Homebrew Wednesday. We shall see. But yeah, good beer. I really like it. I've had a few tonight. Actually got back from a new place that just opened up. I think they had their grand opening a couple weeks ago. This is a neat place here. Friend asked me to, you know, kind of just go ahead and hang out with them, catch up. It's been a while since we kind of hung out, so it's just a pretty cool place. It's called the Vault. I don't know if you can see that. The Vault bottle shop. It used to be like an old bank, so they called it the Vault. It was kind of cool. Not a really big place. Kind of overlay some pictures here as I'm going through this stuff. Really neat place. It's got like a decent selection of local breweries, beer there. There's some commercial stuff, but a lot of the stuff that they have there is local, which is really cool. So you can get some interesting things. I made a good haul here. They sell them by the single, so I took a couple of singles that I wanted to try out. And then they also give you like the 4-packs and the 6-packs. This is supposed to be a blackberry, blueberry, marshmallow beer. It's a sour. I'll probably review these separately on camera, but this is from a place called Southern Range Brewing Company. Let's see, where are they at? They're out of Monroe, North Carolina, so not too far from here. This one here is I Must Be Dreaming. It is a sour ale with prickly pear, passion fruit, vanilla beans, and milk sugar. So I'll be checking that one out as well. And then I got a couple of sours. I actually had a couple of sours on tap today. One of them was a, what was it? It was a mango blueberry sour, and the other one was a vintage beer from New Belgium. So this is the Edmunds Oast Brewing Company. They're out of Charleston here in South Carolina. And I picked up a couple of 4-packs. Actually, a friend of mine and I split one of them because we didn't want to buy a 4-pack of every one of these. So I bought sour cherry pineapple, and I split that with him. And then he bought the sour Concord grape and split that with me. So I made a new 4-pack out of that. And then I liked the one that was on tap so much, I bought a 4-pack of it. This is the sour blueberry mango. So we'll be probably do a review on each of these at some time. So that's what that is. Pretty neat little place, like I said. Probably go back there again. Shout out to one of our sponsors in the BrewTubers. I picked up some more cleaning supplies. Got some PBW from 5 Star. I do like PBW. I like the Alkaline Breweries Watch a little bit better for certain applications, but PBW does the job, and I do use it as well. I also still use OxyClean from time to time. That works pretty well too. It really just depends. I mean, you know, it just depends on like temperature of the water, what I'm trying to clean, and how expensive the cleaner is. Like that Alkaline Breweries Watch is really good, but it's also really expensive. So I kind of pick and choose, and I'll use different things for different applications. And then I picked this up. This is their SaniClean. It's a cleaner slash sanitizer, but it's more promoted to be a sanitizer. It's designed as a low foaming sanitizer. And I picked this up because I bought that. You probably saw my video from, I think, last week or maybe the week before. I picked up a keg washer, and I love that thing. But when I go to, after cleaning, go to the sanitizing and run some sanitizer through all of the plumbing and things of the keg, it does foam up quite a bit, and it kind of overflows in the bucket. So Star San does really good for most of my applications. I use it all the time in the brewery. I love it in my kettles. I use it for, you know, when I'm bottling, and any other equipment around here. I use it pretty much all the time exclusively. But when it comes to a high pressure pump and having a small space like in that bucket washer, or that keg washer in the bucket, this works a little bit better. It does the same job as the Star San does, but it doesn't produce as much foam. And so that's pretty nice for that purpose. So I'm probably going to use that for that. And I'll use it here and there for things, but I still love Star San. In fact, I keep a Star San keg. One of my extra kegs always has Star San in it. That way, whenever I need to get at it, I don't have to mix up a new batch. I just use that. And what I've found, which works really well because it's in a sealed keg, it tends to last a long time. And what I'll usually do is a lot of times I will redo a batch of that every time I brew. So I'll use what's in that keg until I brew again, and then I'll swap and make a new batch of it. Now, if I'm brewing pretty often, like I have been in the last month, I won't do that. I'll keep it around for a little while, but I have noticed that will definitely extend the life of your Star San. If you make up a batch of it, stick it in the keg, and seal it for a while, it'll last quite a while before you have to replace it. We're actually going on vacation pretty soon. Couple weeks from now, so I'll be putting out a video next week, but the week after we'll probably be coming from vacation if I do one at all. So I don't really have any plans for brewing anytime soon. The weather was real nice this week, so I thought about it, but I don't have any space. All my kegs are filled. All my fermenters were filled. I just transferred the 4 ports. I do have another fermenter open again, but I think I'm going to wait till I get back. I do have plenty of beer here, and I plan on sending out a couple of beer mails to folks. Dennis, you're getting one pretty soon too, because we have to compare our Tipsy Smurf. So I'll be getting a care package out to you, and I'll plan on sending a couple others out, especially to folks that I haven't sent out in a while, just to keep things rolling there. And really, honestly, all the beer that I have here is a lot for me to drink by myself, so I'm happy to share it. And I love to get feedback from everybody on that. So yeah, that's it. We'll leave it there. I hope everybody has a hell of a week. Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. We'll see you on the next one. Cheers.